This video is going to be a slightly more negative video, so I apologise for that. But the good point is we're going to learn a lot, and a lot of you are going to learn some things here about misinformation. So this video is about 10 at-home exercises that you can do to get rid of belly fat in a month. Unfortunately, I came across a video from a very popular YouTube channel called Brightside. This video has over 20 million views, and it's basically telling people 10 exercises and you're going to magically lose all your belly fat. That's what it talks about. And I didn't really want to do this video. It's not really the type of videos I envisioned me filming. But when I look at that, there's 60 million people there or thereabouts who live in England. That's where I'm from. 20 million people have watched that video. So a third of the people in England have watched that video. Not literally a third of the people in England, but the third of the people have watched that video and all have the incorrect information on how to lose body fat, on how to lose belly fat. They've all been misinformed. And that leads me on to what I want to talk about. That's the big problem with the fitness industry. You've basically got thousands and thousands of people who are in the game because they're trying to sell you things. They understand that it's emotional and it's hard for somebody who's really overweight, who's obese, who's in a really negative situation. And what they can do is make money off of you, make a business out of you by telling you that it's easy if you just do these few exercises, or you just take this one supplement, or you just rub this one cream on you, or you just drink one shot of apple cider vinegar before bed. Everything's going to be magical and you're going to lose loads and loads of body fat and you'll live happily ever after. People like that are really the only reason that people like me have to do YouTube videos. Because if there was no misinformation out there, then really all of these videos I do would be relevant because everybody would just know the truth. Now, obviously there is a matter of opinion when it comes to, especially when it comes to building muscle, there's a lot of grey area and there's a lot of things that as coaches we all disagree on. However, when it comes to fat loss, there's not that much you can disagree on. In the comments section, I am going to list a full body workout that you can do if you actually want to get started training, because that is the way that you can help to speed up fat loss. I also, on this YouTube channel, after you've watched this video, if you really want to learn how to lose body fat, I have multiple videos on different tips and the real way that you actually lose body fat. All you need to do is just search athlete's ability and then fat loss, and you're going to find videos on my channel that teach you exactly how to do that for free. There's no product, there's no coaching program, there's no extra fees. You just go on, watch a free video, and then if you want, go away and never watch this YouTube channel again. Just take the information and use it and apply it and make your life better as a result of it. For those of you who do want to stick around, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel to keep getting the videos, to keep getting the free videos, but that's up to you. There's no pressure on that. So right now I'm going to reveal to you how you get in shape. It's not a magical exercise, it's not a magical supplement, it's not some guy trying to sell you a bullshit product. The way you get in shape is you train hard with somebody that's hopefully taught you a correct training program with the correct form. You have solid nutrition and a good understanding of what foods you like that are extremely healthy, but you still enjoy that nutrition, and it's time. That's basically the three things you need to know: nutrition, training, and time. And time is the thing that everybody doesn't want to hear, because the difference between me and these other videos is I'm actually telling you the truth. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm telling you the truth. I don't benefit from you knowing this information. I just think that you need to know it. Time is the thing that people don't want to hear, and it's because you've been sold this lie that you can lose belly fat in a week, that you can do all these crazy things that people try to tell you can do, 10 exercises and all this rubbish. It just makes you believe that you can get results fast. And actually you can get results fast, but relative to what actually fast means when it comes to getting results. Fast means a few months, not a few days or a few weeks. You can definitely start to see fat loss results, and even results in terms of how much muscle you've built in just a month or two. You can start to see results, but really what people won't tell you is if you're trying to build a lot of muscle, you're trying to get lean and have abs, it's going to take years and years to build that. My physique, and I'm nowhere near where I want to be yet, but my physique's took me around 4 years to build. And people might say, yeah, you take your shirt off and you have abs and you have a muscular chest, but that's took me 4 years of training every single day eating the correct nutrition to build that. And that's what other people aren't telling you. A lot of these other YouTubers out there, at least 50% of them are taking steroids. And they're not going to tell you that because they've got a financial incentive to do so. If they take steroids and have this unrealistic physique and then sell it to typically younger teenage guys, and you believe what they say, they're going to make more money because they're going to sell more programs, they're going to get more views on YouTube, which means their AdSense YouTube revenue, they're going to get paid more for it. It means you get companies like Gymshark and MyProtein who now want to sponsor these people. And I'm not saying all of them take steroids. Actually, a lot of them don't take steroids. But there's a lot of them who are giving you misinformation, and that's why you're in the position you're in, and that's why you don't know how to start building a physique, when really it's actually quite simple how to do it. Once you've cut through all the bullshit and the bad information, it's actually not that difficult to do. So get the idea of quick out of your head. There's no such thing as quick. There is one big factor that will prove whether you're going to lose that body fat you want to lose, whether you're going to build the muscle you want to build or get in shape. There's really one factor that it all boils down to, and that's how badly that you want it. How badly do you want to actually get in shape? If you want it really that badly, you will find a way no matter what. And if you're the type of person that's sort of interested but not truly committed, then you're just going to find an excuse. And when I say excuses, saying that you have kids, saying that you have to go to work, saying you have school, saying you're too busy, saying you don't have time, are all the common excuses that most of you probably make, and you all justify it as well. And this is the thing, the people around you also justify it. Instead of people holding you accountable, you have people around you that you tell them that you're too busy or you've got to take the kids to school or something like that. Instead of those people being people like me and holding you accountable and saying, well, that's no excuse. I don't care if you've got to take the kids to school. I don't care if you've got to do whatever you've got to do. You've still got time to train 30 minutes a day. You've still got time to prepare healthy food a few hours a week. If you're saying you don't have time, what you basically mean is you haven't made it a priority. And I can prove this. If you're saying you don't have time, how many hours a day do you watch Netflix? How many hours a day do you go on your mobile phone? How many hours a day do you watch TV? How many hours a day do you socialise with friends? How many hours a day do you spend doing other things other than sleep, work, and important things that are actually necessary? Hours. You spend hours a day doing things that aren't necessary. And I'm not saying you shouldn't do those things. This is my philosophy. I don't think you shouldn't do those things, but I want people to be honest with themselves. If you're not willing to put in the work, if you're not willing to stop watching that 1 hour Netflix series so that you can start training and start thinking about your nutrition and get in shape, I respect that. That's not a problem for me. But be honest with yourself. When people say, hey, why are you fat? Why are you out of shape? Say, well, I'm too lazy. I don't want to do it. And I'd rather sit and watch Netflix. I totally respect that person. But what I don't respect is when people lie to themselves and say, well, I haven't got time because of this, this, and this. You're really going to blame your kids for the reason that you're out of shape. You don't even have to start out with a huge training plan and nutrition plan. You can keep it really basic. I have loads of videos on this channel. I have a video on how to eat for fat loss. I have videos on how many meals to eat. I have videos on intermittent fasting if you don't have time. That's another thing. There's so many tools you can use if you're willing to learn, if you're willing to apply them and look for them. This has turned into a little bit of a rant video, unfortunately, but I do have some more things that I have to tell you. And another one of the things that I want to say is you have a trade-off. So is the pain of being overweight or obese or not liking your body, you have to look at that body every day in the shower, in the mirror every morning, and is the pain of that worse than the pain of just sacrificing a few hours a week to focus on your nutrition, to focus on just a small training session to get started with? Which is more painful? That's just the way I look at it. Is the way that you feel about your physique, about the way you look, more painful than just training and dialing in your nutrition a few hours per week? Or is the pain of having to eat healthy food and have a few workouts a week greater than the pain of feeling the way you do? That's the way I see it. That's the trade-off. And that's the thing I always say. I'm not telling you to do what I do. I'm just educating people and making you tell yourself the truth. I have plenty of friends that drink a lot of beer, have an unhealthy lifestyle, and that's their choice. I never once say to those people, you should do this, you should do it the way I do it. I never do. And you shouldn't either. When you start your own fitness journey and start to build some muscle and start to lose some body fat, don't try to convince other people around you to do it. The best way to convince people around you to do it, if that is what you want to do, is lead by example. By you doing something different usually gets a few people to start following what you're doing, and that's what happened to me and my family. I started getting into all this stuff, and now I have half my family also trying to get in better shape as well, which is amazing. But I never once told anybody in my family they need to get in shape, even though I might have thought that. They just started to do it themselves, because the best way to lead people is to lead by example. The other big problem that we have, and this is one of the biggest problems in the world right now, is this sort of weak mentality. And I'm not saying that people shouldn't show emotion or anything at all, I think that's important. But what people are now telling you to do is love yourself. And that is the most bullshit thing you can tell somebody. You can't lie to yourself. It's just an excuse because of people who do not want to put in the work. I'm not saying you shouldn't love yourself, you should. But if you don't love yourself, you can't trick yourself into going, oh yes, I love the way I look every morning. You can't trick the brain. If you don't like the way you look, that's it. You don't like the way you look. And if you don't like the way you look, then you need to fix it. Not tell yourself that you love yourself and everything's going to be okay and let's go and have a big party and all that rubbish. No, that's not the way that you change. That's not the way that you get results. You get results by taking action. That's the only way you get results. If you need to hire a coach, you hire a coach. I don't offer coaching services, so the people out there that are saying I'm just making this video to sell you something, I'm not, because I don't offer coaching services. If you want to ask me any questions, I will answer all your questions for free in the comment section below this video. I won't charge anything. I'll answer as many questions as you have. Throughout human history, if you have a problem, the answer is not lying to yourself and telling you or trying to trick yourself that the problem doesn't exist. If you have a problem, you form a plan and you start executing that plan every day until the problem slowly starts going away. And that's how you do it. As I'm thinking about wrapping this video up shortly, my message really is, don't be full of shit. Be honest with yourself and then make a decision. Do I want to start getting in shape? Do I deserve this for myself? Is this what I want to do? Or is it not, and am I going to accept it? You need to make a call and don't bullshit yourself. The other big thing is, I don't want any excuses of, yes, okay, I want to make a change, but I don't have any coach, I don't have anybody to help me. As I said before, I've got over 30 videos on this YouTube channel, and I post 2 new YouTube videos every single week on how to lose body fat and how to build muscle. That's the 2 things that I'm guessing you want to improve on. So what I recommend doing is watching all 30 of the videos. I think you would benefit a lot from subscribing and clicking the bell so you get notified every time I do a YouTube video. But even that, I know some people are going to say, well, you made the video because you're just trying to get people to subscribe to your YouTube channel. If you're one of the people that believe that, then don't subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just watch the 30 videos, go through, write down all the information you need to write down, and then forget about me and forget about this channel forever and just start making that change, because that's really why I do what I do, and that's why I've made this video, because I want to see people improving and getting better. As you've noticed on the end card right here, I've linked a video to start with your fat loss, and I've also linked a video to a full body workout that you can do as well.